Painted Mines Interpretive Park. Oh, that's why people are busy out here. Is this where it's at? Okay, I'll go left. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat this guy's dust the whole time. Forget that. That's why it's busy. I'm just going to the parking lot. It's funny I end up at this. Like, see? Random places where you're just out randomly riding around that you might come across to end up at. And you think how many things like this there are elsewhere that probably are more remote that people don't know about. I know about the Painted Mines. I think it's over there. I mean, that looks kind of like the canyon, and we're kind of turning that way. What's funny is my buddy came out here, this was like a couple weeks ago, and he asked if I wanted to go. I was just like, yeah, doing the social distancing thing, you know. No offense, you live up in Denver. But he was like, yeah, he got there, it wasn't that bad, but I think when he was leaving, it was nutty, and it looks like it's nutty. So this is the thing, people are going out to these things that are well known about. If you're just going for a drive, you're still isolated. Or if you're going to stuff that, if I pull up to here with the family, I would be like, nah, too busy. I mean, you're supposed to do the social distancing thing. Look at this. Oh my, look, cars parked out here. It is like just packed. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna pull in there. That parking lot is just packed. No thanks. No, another buddy of mine said he, when he was young, it wasn't anything special. They would actually ride out here, like ride around through the trails, through the little paint mine. He's like, yeah, like it wasn't an attraction. Like people knew about it, but it wasn't a big deal. Like not as many people over at this parking lot because they don't know. You have to go over the hill, but it's still full. I mean, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Oh my! See, I'm not a goody-goody with the whole like, oh no, you need to be like the social distancing, because I think it's going to be a small chance that you catch it, but still at the same time you should be using caution. And it's just funny, people are blatantly disregarding the governor. I mean, he said you could go hike and go outside, but at the same time you're not supposed to pull up to a spot that's full, and this isn't that huge, my understanding. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a good view right there. Look how, I don't know if on camera if you can see that. Look how many people. People there, there. There's people everywhere. Crazy. So that is the paint mine area, and I guess it's way back. Well, not that way back, but you used to be able to like ride around here. I mean, you can see an old road going in right there. So you used to be able to ride all through here. Not anymore. Oh yeah, if I went ahead and tried right through there, oh my god, people would be calling for my head. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Which they just don't understand that not that long ago, it would be perfectly fine. There wasn't parking lots and interpretive signs and this and that, you know. Anyways, we're getting close to the windmills. Let's see if we can, if any gates happen to be open or anything, and we can just kind of go up to one. Oh, here's another parking lot. See, this parking lot's not as busy. So there you go. You're a little further from the mines. They have mountain bikes. But a whole group gaggle of people right there. Oh boy. Hey, I'm not gonna report somebody. that's what you want to do. It's kind of like, if you all been inside for 2 or 3 weeks anyways, and there's some people that haven't even gone out. Like, if you've been in that long and you want to get together with a friend that's also been in that long, you're not going to catch anything. Hate to break it to you, scaredy cats, but you're not going to catch anything. You're okay. But you might give it to your grandmother. I'm not going to see my grandmother. If you have an old person in your family, if you have a friend, a relative, whatever, that has a immune compromised system, then, you know what? Don't visit them. Tell them to stay in. Those at high risk should be staying in. In fact, they shouldn't be going out buying food every few days or a week. They should be buying food. They should be the ones that are buying like a bulk supply of soup and this and that, so they can stay in for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or a month, if need be. I know, there's a lot of poor people that might not be able to do that, but when you're not doing anything else, and you might not be working, and you have that Social Security check or a welfare check or whatever check you have, or you get that $1,200, well, maybe, just maybe, spend it on the food and stay inside if you have issues. Don't press your issues onto us that are healthy. I'm willing to roll the dice, Oh, you can tell the road used to go straight there. And then at some point, they were like, nope. I was talking about earlier about as you get out here, there's less and less places. See, I personally would not want to be living out here, and then all of a sudden they say, no, we're going to put in like windmills. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Just like people don't like a nuclear plant in their backyard, wind power is butt-ass ugly. So sorry, liberals that love wind power. Now, if you buy now and to make a house, you're consciously choosing to have that in your backyard. But if you had bought here and then you have that in your backyard, it's kind of like, no. I don't want to see that. Hey, if you're an idiot out there and you're feeding up some Chinese person in the States because of the whole Wu flu, the CCP virus, then that's on you. But the WHO, the World Health Organization, should have named it for what it is. It came out of China. I don't care that they changed their naming, how they name stuff. I mean, Ebola after a river, SARS and MERS and all those are named after places. Hey, let's change how we name stuff because, people are sensitive. Who cares? It came from China. We need to remember where these things come from so they can be tracked. It's going to be very hard for people to say anything other than CCP virus, Wu flu, Wuhan virus, China virus. Those are going to stick forever. I'm not calling it COVID-19. Screw China. Now, if you're an idiot and you're taking that out on somebody that is Chinese here in this state, the same people that are going to take it out on somebody here in the U.S. are the same people that think drinking a Corona beer is going to give you the coronavirus. They're stupid. Let's face it, there are stupid people. But we can't worry about people's feelings. I'm not going to worry about people's feelings. Obviously, from my videos. Talk about what I want to talk about. You don't like it, that's too bad for you. I'm okay with it. I am not a liberal. I think we all have some social tendencies in life because we all want to help people. But at the same time, I am far from being a socialist. I believe less government. I kind of like the whole fact that we're showing that online learning is a viable possibility. Now, having a daughter that's in elementary school doesn't work for these little kids. No, it does not work for these little kids. These little kids need to interact with other little kids and have class time and learn stuff in school. But I am also learning that a lot of the stuff that they teach them, because we don't see this being, you send your kid to school, they might come home at the end of the year with all their stuff, and then you don't really look at it. You might go through it, toss in the recycling bin, keep some of the art stuff, but a lot of the papers are just like, yeah, whatever. I'm seeing now, because we're doing some of these same assignments, Earth Day, about recycling and this and that, and it's not like when I was a kid and they said like, you should recycle and conserve, blah blah blah, and it was, this is like, it's really beating a dead horse with how it's presented, and it's like, odd, and there was a whole video that was like, hey, maybe you're gonna come up with the next like alternative fuel, as it's like zooming in on like electric cars and stuff, and that are good for the environment, that these things don't hurt the environment, it's better than gasoline, and that's not sustainable. And it's like, hold on, batteries, lithium mines, and all the oil byproducts that are used to make the seats, the insulation on the wiring, the tires, the headliner, this and that, or if you have leather seats, that's cows, and you're not really driving a vehicle that is good for the environment. It's a fun vehicle, it's interesting we can have these electric vehicles, but it's in no way does it not create pollution. It just creates pollution by other means. You still gotta buy tires, you still gotta make the body panels and stuff, and that might be plastic, and that is an oil-based product. So you're gonna get rid of oil, how? But you see in their schoolwork, the pounding in that of how bad that is. It's like, screw you, schools. Screw you. Yeah, I was talking to my father, and he's like, yeah, a lot of these people might find homeschooling's a better option. He goes, I used to think that homeschooling was kind of out there, like a crazy concept. He goes, I've gotten to know a lot of people here in Tennessee that homeschool their own kids, and guess what? He goes, they're some of the smartest kids. They're a lot smarter than the kids I meet that went to the public schools. I'm like, huh. Look at all those newspaper boxes. No one's got in the paper. That is hilarious. Woohoo! Didn't mean to hit that pothole. But yeah, my father even is like, hey, homeschooling. Man, I wish we could do that. My wife would be better at that than me. I'm not good at that. But at the same time, you still have to get together with other kids, because you do lose a certain aspect of public schools. I just wish public schools would be allowed to teach how they feel their students are learning, versus having these teaching to test and all that. I never liked that in school. I was never good at test taker, but I understood the subjects. I just never took good tests. But, I could tell the teacher everything they wanted to know about the subject. And like older kids, like if you're in high school, why can't you do it online? Now, I mentioned that somewhere, and they're like, yeah, well, there's kids that are flashing money, yeah, you're gonna have those poor kids that want to play the gangster thing on video. Well, okay, they're not probably going to class anyways, and they don't need to be on the video for home or for the school virtual schooling. But you have kids that could easily do the whole public school at home, which would save space, save needing a building. You know, it's just much easier. You can't keep creating more and more schools. Now you're going to get the parents that have that kid that has learning disabilities. That's like, well, but my kid needs to be around other kids, and it's not fair. It's not fair. Well, you know, too bad. Life isn't fair. Not that long ago in the 80s, those kids went to a special class. I never saw those kids in school. Oh, well, that's not fair, Mark. They need to be around other kids and this and that. Well, so other kids need to be brought down from learning because of your kid. No, I don't think that's how it should be. Not at all. The sad part is there's a lot of those kids that do cause disruptions in the classroom, and the other kids suffer because of your kid. No one wants to say that because that's not politically correct. No one wants to point that out, that your kid that has mental issues is interrupting the other kids. Your kid that is speaking out and saying bad words and is kind of being a bully, but they also have this mental issue going on, should not be in the class with the other kids. Sorry. They should be in a special school so they can get the attention that they need, so they can learn at the pace they need to learn at. Not everyone learns at the same pace. That's where liberals will disagree with me and be like, oh no, we got to bring down the whole class because my kid needs to go. It's not fair otherwise. It's like, that's kind of a weird playset. That's kind of cool. You know, too bad. Too bad.